Hello and welcome to another SyncSpider showcase. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to migrate contacts that you have amassed through Customerly, which is a live chat and marketing automation software, and transfer them to ActiveCampaign, which is a marketing automation software. To get this done, we'll need to set up a task within an already existing project or within a new project. Once you're inside the project, you will need to set up a task that's actually going to migrate contacts. In that task, you need to set up a source integration that's going to be sending out data and the target integration that is going to be receiving the data. Bear in mind that you can actually set up the integrations within the task itself or use the already existing integrations that you have set up beforehand and may be used in one of your other tasks or projects. As you see on the screen, we are building our integrations from the scratch. So our first integration, the source integration, is going to be Customerly. After you've done naming it and giving it an optional description, you will be prompted for an access token. To obtain this access token, simply go to the Customerly platform. In the upper right corner of the screen, click on your profile and then on My Profile Settings. Then click on Installation, then Public API, and here you can generate the new token and copy it where you were prompted to moments ago. After that is done, you need to choose the entity from this drop-down menu that you wish to send over to the target integration. In our case, we wish to send over the users, so we'll select them and click Next. Now it's time to set up our target integration. Just choose the active campaign from the list of all of our native integrations. If you have trouble finding it, you can use this search bar. So after that is done, name it, give it an optional description, and click on Next. Similarly to our source integration, you will be prompted for an URL and an API key. Simply go to the ActiveCampaign platform, then click on Settings, found in the lower left corner of the screen, then on Developer Settings, and copy both the URL and the API token where you were prompted to moments ago. After that is done, once again, you'll need to choose the entity that you wish to receive from the source integration. In our case, we want contacts, so once that is done, click Next. Next step is configuring the target integration. Here you need to choose the unique identifier. You have two options. You can either go with contact ID or with the email, although we highly recommend you choose the email as it makes the mapping process and whatnot much easier. Speaking of mapping, that is actually our next step. In this section, you need to match the fields of your source integration found on the left-hand side to those of the target integration found on the right-hand side. SyncSpider really simplifies this crucial step as it becomes an act of simply dragging and dropping the required fields. You'll notice that both Customerly and ActiveCampaign have a lot of unique fields related to their application, and these fields of course will differ from integration to integration. However, if you'll notice a small orange dot next to the email, that means that this field is mandatory to get mapped, otherwise this whole task will not work. To keep this video short and simple, we'll only map the bare essentials, such as email and the name. After you've finished mapping, it's time to move on to our last step, which is configuring various task settings. Here you can rename the task, give it a short description to keep a better track of everything, and set how the task is actually going to get triggered. It can either run on a schedule, either daily, weekly, monthly at a specified time, or it can get triggered upon successful completion of another task. This task can be any task from your existing projects or even from this project if you have another task. After you've set everything up, you will get taken to the project dashboard. Here you can see all the tasks within that project with a nice visual representation, and you can modify each and every task in the following ways. You can either edit it, you can duplicate it, you can delete it, you can access the execution log history if you've ran it before, or you can trigger it manually. So, upon triggering the task, you will get taken to the task execution log. Here you can follow the progress in real time, as well as see all the steps taken in order to complete the task. Of course, once the task reaches 100%, that means that it's completed, and it's time to go and check whether the contacts got successfully imported to ActiveCampaign. As you see here, they have. Thank you all for joining us today on this short demonstration. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more use cases and webinars. Additionally, you can go and check out our website as well as get in touch with us on our Facebook page. Until next time, take care.